Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. So New Year's Eve is approaching and maybe you're going to a New Year's party if COVID allows you. So I was going to do a tutorial for a look that I think would be very appropriate, something a bit neutral, sparkly, glam. And I'm also going to do another video of a more dark, smoky, black, sparkly look. I think that'll be really nice and very appropriate for New Year's. But yeah, let's just get straight into it. I'm gonna go quite heavy with the eyes and sort of smoke it out. I am gonna do my eyes first. So I'm just gonna take some Nars Soft Matte Complete Concealer, just on a Zoeva concealer buffer brush, and put that on my eyelids just so I have a base to work with. You never wanna be applying eyeshadow just on top of nothing. Okay, I'm just gonna press the excess in with my fingers a little bit, just so we got a smooth base. Okay, so I'm gonna be real, that for some reason bunched up really weirdly. So I'm just gonna remove it and any other product that could be on my eyes and interfering, and just reapply that again. I'm going to apply it with the brush but blend it out with a sponge. Gosh, rubbing that in my eyes are really red. And that looks tons better. That's so strange. I don't know what happened there. It just clung to my skin a bit weirdly. Yeah, that looks tons smoother. I don't even know what happened. I am just going to set that concealer on my lids with a bit of Too Faced loose powder. Just to start with a transition shade, just with my powder Fenty Beauty bronzer in Shady Biz, just on a Morphe M504, massive fluffy brush, perfect for just blending a transition shade very haphazardly, because this bronzer I'm going to use later, so it should tie the whole look together well. And we want to work in layers. We don't want to just go straight in with a really dark eyeshadow, because that's when you get in a mess. Okay, so I'm going to be using my Tati Beauty Textured Neutrals palette because these glitters are just insane and perfect for any sort of glam look. We're going to be using her. I'm just going to start off with Soothe Matte, which is just sort of a warm toned brown. I'm just going to pop that in my crease on a Morphe M441. Make sure to tap off excess, but we don't have to worry about fallout because I'm just going to clean up after. It's just that little bit deeper than bronzer. And I am going to really blow this out because I think you have to when working with dark, otherwise. So we're sort of blending that right up to my brow bone, and I'm sort of blending it out as well into the outer corner quite a lot, but I am going to clean it up here so we don't really have to worry about that. I just want everything to be really blown out. Just on a more precise brush, like my Zoeva crease brush, I am going to take Ritual Matte, just this more chocolatey brown here. I'm going very lightly with that, and I'm going to pop that in the outer V and blend it into the top of the crease a little bit. I'm going to go back in with that Morphe brush I was using for that crease shade and just do little motions over the top, sort of blend them together. It's good to switch to a different brush than the one you put the colour down with, because then that helps blend instead of just putting more product, because then that's when you can end up in a bit of a mess. I'm just going to put a little bit more of that dark brown and blend it out again, because I just really want to deepen that outer edge a lot, and just blend it out again. Okay, I think that looks good. Just for a bit of an extra oomph, I'm gonna take Memory Matte, which is just a black matte shade, on my e.l.f. flat eyeliner brush. And I'm just gonna sort of put that on my lash line in the outer half, outer third. Wow, this is such a pigmented black, it almost looks like I'm applying eyeliner. I'm not winging it out, but I'm sort of just like trying to blend the sort of top with the brush just so it's not like a harsh line. I really like this e.l.f. brush. It is so precise and perfect for doing this. It really gets close to the lash line, and that's how we are looking. Glitter time. What one of these two? I'm feeling this one. That's the Soothe glitter here. I'm just going to take that on my finger and just sort of press it on the first half of my eyelid and slowly blend it upwards. I'm not going to be shy about putting it sort of in the inner crease. I think that's such a pretty look. Yeah, so I've got some glitter under the bottom. That's why it's important that we do this sort of thing before your base. You barely have to dip your finger in this product to pick up the glitter. And it is really good at placing down the glitter from your finger instead of just like sticking to your finger. She did something amazing with these sort of pressed glitters. I really don't know how she did it. And it's very sad that she's not making any more palettes, that Tati Beauty is closed for business, but what can you do? Might as well use up what you've got. I am just gonna go with that crease brush just a little bit here to sort of blend them a bit seamlessly. Stunning, actually stunning. I'm gonna take a tiny bit of the Aura shade and put that one like right in the inner corner. It's just the lighter one. Wowza. Okay, so I'm gonna wipe that off my fingers. I'm gonna go back in with that e.l.f. liner brush on memory and just layer a tiny bit on top because I feel like that got a little bit lost in the glitter. Okay, so now I'm gonna take my face halo and sort of rub off any of the fallout and glitter. This is proving difficult to wipe off. Can you see the glitter particles under my face? How do you get these off? But before I do that, I am just going to take my Zoeva Limitless Joy eyeliner and Tightline and put that in my waterline. This is the shade Devotion. It's just like a deep brown. Yeah, gonna put that in my waterline as well. Okay, and time for my L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara. Okay, I can't lie, my under eyes look such a mess. I can't continue. I'm gonna go clean them in the sink and I'll be right back. Okay, so I managed to get most of it off in the sink. So I think it's time to start doing the base makeup. I'm first gonna take my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. Just take a little bit on my finger and rub that over the whole of my face. Okay, so I'm going to mix two foundations. I'm going to take the Maybelline Super Stay. It's a really nice high coverage but looks really flawless foundation. And just a little bit of the NYX Bear With Me, just to thin it out a bit because I don't want to look too heavy. And I just found this combo works. So I take one full pump of the Maybelline and sort of match it with the NYX one. And I just mix that on the back of my sponge like so. Take the excess off my finger on my face. Now I've blended that out, I'm just going to take my Nars Concealer and pop that under my eyes. This is the same one that I used on my eyelids at the start, just in some high points. Whoa! And I just take my sponge and blend that out. I'm just going to take my Too Faced loose powder again and just run that around my eyes. Sort of down the center of my face so we don't have a lot of shine, although this foundation does dry down quite matte, so I don't think I need to set the rest of my face at all really. I'm now going to go in my Chanel cream bronzer just on my Sigma F50 dual fiber brush, and I'm going to heavily bronze up the perimeter of my face just to sort of match the intensity of the eyes to the rest of my face. I feel like this has really tied a lot of it together. I feel like I'm getting there. You do always just look a bit funny when you've got your eyes heavily done, but not the rest of your face. Okay, and for my blush, I'm gonna take Glossier Cloud Paint in Dusk. Just take that on the back of my hand, this nice peachy nude, and blend that out with my Morphe M427. It's the perfect colour for when I don't want my blush to be the centre of attention, but I need blush. It's just very wearable and natural. I'm also just going to go around with my Fenty Beauty bronzer like I used on my crease, just a tiny bit really in the perimeters of the face, just to make sure everything is set down, and it will then tie into that crease colour well. I'm liking how this is looking. What do you think so far? I've pulled out my Too Faced Turn Up the Light highlighting palette because I feel like this would be fun. And first of all, I'm going to take the Glow shade just on a little pencil brush and put that in my inner corner. You know what, let's actually amp it up a bit and use Dazzle. Wow, that's really made the inner corner pop, which we'd like to see. I'm now going to take my Morphe M451, just sort of in the soft focus and glow shade between the two, sort of like this, and put that on my high points. That soft soft focus shade is so smooth and just so natural and glowy. I'm not one for like very glittery highlighters on the face, hence why I'm not using Dazzle. But if that is your thing and you are wanting to go glam, it would look really pretty. I just feel like it accentuates texture on my face and I don't want to do that. And this is in the shade Light. I feel like I need to do my eyebrows. They're looking a little bit lost in my face. So I'm just going to take my NYX micro brow pencil in top and fill them in. And sticking to the NYX theme, I'm going to take my brow glue to sort of set the hairs in place. I'm going to go back in with that pencil brush and used what I had on my brow bone just to tie everything in together. Also just realised I don't have anything on my lower lash line, so that needs to be rectified. I'm going to take Soothe on this smoky shader brush from Zoeva. Sort of blend that into the lash line, connecting it a little bit up with the outer V. I'm just going to take a little bit of Ritual in the outer corner, and I'm just going to put my L'Oreal Lash Paradise on the bottom. So this is the eyes close up if you're interested. I think this is really pretty, and the glitter and how it catches the light is so stunning. It's so nice. Oh, time for lips. So I picked my lip liner and lipstick I think I want to use, but I'm in an R in between two lip gloss shades, so we'll see where we're going. But I am going to take my NYX lip pencil in Nude Beige. I'm going to try out MAC Powder Kiss lipstick in My Tweedy on the top. I like that. It's got this slight pink undertone, which sort of brings that grey from the lip liner back to life a bit, but it's still keeping it really wearable and neutral. I'm really thinking of just leaving it like that instead of putting lip gloss on the top. I'll show you my two options. I was thinking between Fenty Glow or Sweet Mouth with the Fenty lip glosses, but I think Sweet Mouth is just a bit too cool. I think Fenty Glow is just a bit too orange compared to the lipstick I've got on. It will just completely change the vibe. You know what, I'm going to take a little bit of Sweet Mouth, just a tiny bit. I'm going to take it on my finger because I don't want to change the colour of it. Just in the centre of my lip. I think that has stayed really true to colour, but we just have a nice little sheen and it makes your lips just look so plump and juicy. Okay, so looking at my face, I'm trying to think what I want to do. I might do a tiny bit more blush. I feel like it sort of is gone. I'm going to do a bit of a different one. I'm going to take my Cheeky Vegan Glowish blush from Huda Beauty in Healthy Peach. It's a similar sort of shade and vibe from the Cloud Paint, but I just don't want to layer too much because I've already put that powder bronzer on the top and I don't know how it meshes with powders as it's a liquid product. Yeah, that's just put a little bit more life back into my face, which we love. If you're wearing this to a New Year's party, you 100% need setting spray. I'm going to use the Urban Decay All Nighter, but I'm going to put an honourable mention out to the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless setting spray. I've run out of mine recently and I need to buy another one. That one is amazing at keeping your makeup stuck to your face. Okay, I'm going to take my hair down. And let's back up a little bit. What do you think of this makeup? I think it's so glam, but it is not too out there. You're not playing with vibrant colours and it's not black all over your eyes if that's not your thing. This could suit pretty much everyone and I think it would go with every outfit as well, but you do have that sparkle and I love this lip combination. I'm going to be using that more. This sort of gives a similar vibe to a look I did not so long ago of just drugstore makeup. So if you are wanting to see a more inexpensive version, I will put that as a card here, I think, and I'll also put it in the description if you want to check it out. I really like this makeup look. I hope you have a good New Year's Eve. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe for future videos. Also check out my Instagram at Time to Put My Face On if you're into product photography and quick reviews. But yeah, that's all from me. I'll see you again in the next one. Bye.